All right. Music on. The game plan. Isn't this perfectly clear to you guys? The game plan is 10 steel gooberts. Why? Because I think it could work. Do I actually? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Step 1. Slime time. Next step. 150 gold recombobulates on round 7 with Rainbow Goob. Goodbye, Rainbow Goob. Kaboom. What do we get? Nothing useful. Lots of stuff to sell. And Beastmaster. 209 gold. Recombobulate. Kaboom. Oh no, I didn't get there. So I'm getting to 6 steel gooberts, but the goal was 10. Another 162 plus another 25. There's still a chance that we end up with a couple more steel gooberts. I have ended up with so many steel amulets. I don't even know if I win these fights. We do have a dragon, we do have a critwood staff, I have 2 crowns. I could have put in strong things. Wait, does it knock you out of unranked? No, you don't. Okay. I have 1 life left because I've been doing this for maximum value. Instead of maximum wins, steel goobert. No steel gooberts. All right. Time to rearrange the board and see what I've got. Many minutes later. All right, how did we do? So this steel amulet is hitting 4 goobs. Sadly, I only have 6 goobs instead of the 10 that I wanted. This one is hitting 5 goobs. This one is hitting 4 goobs. This one is hitting 5 out of the 6 goobs, hitting 4 goobs, hitting 4 goobs. So every steel amulet is hitting at least 4 gooberts. That means that every time these gooberts go off, they should generate a bunch of armor and trigger these steel amulets, in theory. And I have a bunch of quick activators, and I have time dilator, and I'm printing heat, so we should just go super speed. The only problem, I took big bowl of treats because it has a chance to double activate the pets 20% of the time, which should be amazing. Really, I might have wanted lucky pigs to put on this, or something else to increase the chances. But this can also generate 2 random buffs, so I could end up generating spikes, which could kill the enemies, but it shouldn't. We're on round 18, so I should be good. We have giraffes to print heat. I have 2 blueberries to make them luck, to make this giraffe luck. I have Shelly to get me even more luck and a little bit, or not luck, even more heat, a little bit of healing. I've got a badger rune. During battle rage, we're going to reduce damage taken by 7, and I've got 2 caps. So I should be super defensive. And we're up against a max HP build. So what are we doing? We're up against Bullseye. I already have 800 armor and 85 in power. 95. 100. Okay. That's what I was looking for. I just wanted to see. And as we get more speed, they should go even crazier. 300 in power. 400 in power. I really thought they would go even quicker than this. I want to check the number of activations. This is my first time actually getting to run it. Am I happy with this? I'm pretty happy. Am I still gonna die? Yeah, there's a really good chance that I'm still gonna die. Still died. Why did I die? Because I don't gain max HP. Because I don't do anything with my 850 in power. I'm perfectly fine with dying. This was supposed to be a defensive build. I also put in flutes to make this a little bit happier. Just a little bit. Open the logbook. So, I was trying to get the 10 gooberts was my whole dream, but I couldn't do it. I tried. I couldn't get the wooden swords. I couldn't get the what's it called? Whetstones. They just stopped showing up, it feels like. So damage dealt. Somehow, with fatigue and spikes, I do a little bit of damage. They did 7,700 damage. We're looking for activations versus activations. That is not as many activations as I would hope for. After 40 seconds. That is surprising. 1,650 activations. With this having... Wait, why is this a 0.58 second cooldown? With Time Dilator, I would expect all of these to get to a crazy cooldown. I guess there's too many items. Weird. Maybe I should just have gloves on this Time Dilator. Let's go try a couple more rounds. Maybe that enemy just screwed me up, in particular. So we're going into history. This was a custom match, so none of the consequences matter. It's just for fun. It only took me 2 tries to get the slime time. Riddle. Riddle me this. They're defensive, they do some damage. The damage doesn't look... Well, it does scale because of Steel Goobert, but it doesn't scale that quick. What was it that killed my Time Dilator last time? Because this time feels like it is going crazy. I guess I sped up the game. This Time Dilator, 0.48. It's still not going that quick. 0.48. I guess... Oh, it's because I'm wasting so much on the Shelly. I thought the Shelly would get me enough heat that it doesn't matter. Huh. Only 873 in power. I was hoping to go to the moon. I wonder if it's all this Shelly. It is. I needed to run this so that I knew to take out the Shelly. I never actually ran it, so I didn't know. I just got hit for 420 because they have so many buffs. If I let this cupcake staff go to the moon, 807.7 damage per second. It's kind of fun. False life. False life. Well, no, because I think it does... Is that the one? That doesn't do damage for healing. False life would have worked with the Shelly. Defeat again. A lot of these enemies go pretty crazy. They got a good amount of Empower plus Axe. Just goes to the moon. Not super surprising. The only thing that's surprising is how few activations I'm getting. The problem is it only counts as 1 activation for the steel amulets. I already learned this during my other testing. If it counted as like 5 activations, then this would go infinite. It doesn't. So every time the Goobert activates, it counts as 2 activations for this. It counts as 2 activations for this. It's just not enough. And that Shelly. Because without the Shelly, the slime time would get down to a really quick speed. The Time Dilator, all these gems would get down to like 0.1 seconds. So they would still go super speed. If it wasn't for the Shelly eating all of the Time Dilator. That is what it is. And I'm not getting heat right now? Why am I not getting heat? Shelly, what are you doing? Giraffe, what are you doing? Giraffe. Oh, Giraffe Prince Empower. Obviously. The Giraffe is so stupid. Okay, I needed to remove Giraffe and Shelly. Which means I didn't really need the flutes as much. Part of the reason I had them was also for luck. I didn't need the blueberries. I didn't need any of this. I'm learning. I was planning on a whole different pattern if I got all 10 of the Gooberts. I think I could have fit. Could I have fit 4 more? Can you actually fit 4 more? There's enough space for it. Did I have a pattern that would have worked? I feel like I did. We definitely have a pattern for 6. The problem is I put in those activators that don't do anything. And I don't have a weapon. But that's because we're trying to see the Goobert thing. We're not trying to get kills. We're up against, dragons with a nest instead of dragons with a sword. They still beat me. In the end. Okay. So what did I learn from this? Nothing. I learned that the steel amulets aren't that good of an activator. But more importantly, I learned that when you do get time dilator, you have to remove the stupid slow things. So, if I would have removed both the flutes, and the Shelly, and the giraffe, and the crown that's not actually doing anything, if I would have kept it to only the things that are activating the Gooberts, holy 4.11 seconds, and that's with me having 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect amethysts that remove buffs like crazy. Old is crazy. That's off of one snow stick, and I'm not hitting into this shield, so it's not from the shield. How the hell? You're just applying massive amounts of debuffs. They do have a lot of heat. I think that's the main advantage, is they have so much more heat than me. I thought I was printing heat with the giraffe, which was stupid. And I couldn't have done it even if I had, like, starting heat, because I think I end up with starting empower. Let's go look. Do I end up with... Yeah, I do. 0 seconds. I guess I could have had more than... Yeah, but the giraffe would have to go off before the other things, and the other things are quick. So by the time the giraffe goes off, I've already got too much empower. When does the giraffe go off? Giraffe goes off for the first time at 1.88. By that point, somewhere around here. Hasn't gone off yet. There it goes. When did it go off? It goes off right here somewhere? I have no idea. Giraffe. What is your name? Your name is Misfortune. I always forget what that one's called. Why am I not seeing Misfortune? It goes from dark, or it goes from light to dark right here. Why? Oh, because I didn't actually have the luck to feed it, so it goes off, but it doesn't do anything. But that is when it would have gone off, somewhere in there. And at that point, I already have 38 empower. So it's too much empower at the 1.88 second mark. I would not have been able to have 38 heat by that point. Even if I took very heat-dense items. Yeah. Okay. So, giraffe is not an option. Blueberry's not really an option. Flute. Probably not an option if I have time dilator. I could have looked for other fast heat things. Like what? Chili? Maybe a chili? Chili would have been better than Shelly. But chili's still not good. It would have been good because of the big bowl of treats, but I don't know if I really even want that. I don't know what it would be. Interesting. All right. Well, I consider this one kind of a failure, but I'm happy I got 6 Goobs in. It would have been so much better with 10. Not stronger, but it would have been fun to try and fit 10 of them. Even just getting all of these steel amulets to hit 6 of them. Not that all of them hit 6, but figuring out the puzzle was a little bit fun. Darn. All right. Quick video. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching.